Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Pre-Market Report sponsored by Delta Exchange. US markets, once again, another inflation data came. A day before yesterday, it was consumer price inflation data. Yesterday, it was producer price index data. So the producer price index data came much better than expected, and then the market shot up like anything. In the last half an hour, 1 hour, there was a significant move. I think yesterday Nasdaq 100 hit for a all-time high, and S&P 500 is just very close to all-time high. So many global markets, they are enjoying hitting fresh all-time high, but the picture here is just opposite. So earlier, the people, though people who are taking risk, they might go for mid-cap and small-cap stocks. But generally, the people who do not take high risk, they stick with the large-cap stocks. And the large-cap stocks now used to give about 8 to 10% return on an average, right? That was the average return of the Nifty. And then people who are putting in money in mutual fund, so they slightly outperform the Nifty. They used to deliver about 12 to 13% return. And the people who argue in favor of stock market is that no, you put it in FD, you get 7-8%. Then they say if you put it in FD, you have to pay tax, 30% tax. Then post tax, the return works out only 5%. But whereas there is no tax in stock market. Now the thing is just opposite. People put the money in FD, that income, the FD interest will be added into their income. So their income up to 12 lakh, there is no tax. So most of the people, their income is less than 12 lakh only. But whereas even if they make even 1,000 rupees profit in stock market, since it comes under capital gain tax, and so that will not be added into their income. So definitely that amount will be taxed. So, Indian markets, they usually give about 8 to 10% return, out of which 3 to 4% go for currency depreciation, and 10 to 12.5% go for capital gain tax. So that means you hardly get only 4-5% return in dollar terms, right? So when so many banks in the world offering 4 to 5% for fixed deposit without taxation. Say, for example, in Dubai, there are many banks offering 5 to 5.5% interest, and that interest is non-taxable. Then, to get the similar return, why should somebody want to come to Indian stock market, and that too taking the risk? So probably this is one of the reasons why FAs are keep on pulling the money out, and then markets are just struggling. So anyway, these are all like long-term views. Now let us come back to the short term. So yesterday, ICICI Bank ADR was slightly in green in US, whereas HDFC Bank and Infosys, both ADRs were slightly down. So it is disappointing to see even the IT index is falling in this kind of a market. Usually in this kind of market, IT index used to stabilize. But on the contrary here, cyclicals are also falling, defensives are also falling. And every rise is becoming an opportunity for FIAs to sell. So how many times we have seen 150 to 200 point fall from day's high? Yesterday also Nifty fell nearly 200 point from day's high. Day before yesterday also. So if there is a gap up, then it is sold into immediately. But if there is no gap up, if there is any intraday recovery of more than 150 point, then uniformly the selling comes and market falls. So that has been the style for the last 1 or 2 months. So anyway, now there are no events and there is nothing. So it's only the global cues. But global cues anyway has been very good. So there is no complaint about global cues. But I do not know when our market is going to start reversing. So for the short term, 23,300 is a resistance. So if that resistance is taken out, then the next resistance will be 23,500 and 23,800. So why these resistances? Because the recent fall, post-budget fall, 23,800 to 22,800, 1,000 point. So the 1,000 point fall, 23,300 become 50% retracement. And then the second retracement will be 62.8. So that will be around 23,420, something like that. And then finally it is 100% retracement. So that is how the things work. So this time Fibonacci retracements are working very, very nicely. So on the other hand, the downside, 23,000 is the support. 5 or 6 times Nifty went below 23,000 in the last 1 month, but except one trading session, uniformly in all other trading sessions, Nifty closed about 23,000. So that was the first support. The second support will be 22,800. So that is where the markets have made a double bottom. So any fall, and if Nifty breaks 23,800, then as I told you, 23,500 will be the next support. Sorry, 22,500 will be the next support, which will be the 50% of the last 1.5 year big candle from 19,000 to 26,000. So all in all, another day, GIFT Nifty indicating about 100-point gap up. So at least we will wait for 1 day when the market gap up and no selling happens until the end of the day. So like 40-50 point fall is okay, but yesterday as well as day before yesterday, the Nifty fell more than 150 to 100 point. So as long as at least 1 day the markets are not falling, so we can hope that can be taken as a sign of a market reversal. So until then, so strictly no long position in this market. So otherwise, Reliance is outstandingly negative, right? So it is the Reliance and HDFC Bank, which has got 25% weightage in Nifty. Both are not doing well. Bharti Airtel surprisingly doing so well. Reliance, which is in the same line of business, Reliance Jio, it's not doing well. So that's a quite disappointment, right? So otherwise, there is no need to talk about mid cap and small cap. Yesterday there was a slight recovery, but all these are like, you can say, dead cat bounce, right? So mid cap and small cap valuations are still very high, and then until this FIA sentiment turns positive, there is no reason for anybody to take long position in mid cap and small cap stocks. So let us see what is going to happen. Sometimes Fridays can be a trending market, especially if Thursday is there's a very big fall. But yesterday there was no big fall, but the big fall happened in the second half of the day. And on a close to close basis, there was no big fall. So Friday, sometimes it can be trending. So wait for the market for at least first 1 hour, 1.5 hours, then you take a call on the market. So I will still suggest you, right? No, I'm not supposed to suggest anything. Okay, one can consider selling 22,500 put option on the downside, on the upside 23,800 call option, right? And then, of course, if you are selling a call option, make sure that you have a strict stop loss. Right? So otherwise, things can go anyway. So sometimes, short covering market can shoot up like anything, or market can fall drastically also. So for the next 2 weeks, there is one public holiday. So therefore, we have only about 9 trading sessions. So for the next 2 weeks, my expectation is that Nifty will be trading between 22,500 and 23,800. So that's my view. So hope you enjoyed listening to this audio. Thank you for listening.